Welcome back to this video. In this video we'll see native VLAN. Okay, what is this native VLAN? So to better understand this, I'll take a couple of switches and we'll make this port trunk. So let me connect this. Okay, I'm going to make this port FA01 trunk port so that we can better understand this. Configure terminal interface FA01 switch port mode trunk. Okay, do show interface trunk, and you can see it's trunking and it's VLAN 1 and it is native VLAN. So by default native VLAN is VLAN 1. Once again, by default native VLAN is VLAN 1. Okay, so I'm going to make a scenario here where we can better understand this. So let's say this switch now is connected to a hub. Okay, as you might know, hub is non-intelligent, right? So let's say now one attacker is also connected to this hub. This guy, he is here and he is going to send some frame with some malicious codes or like malware or virus. So he's going to send that frame to this hub, right? It will come here. What this hub will do, since it's non-intelligent, it will not do any tagging. What it will do, it will just forward to this switch. This switch will look to see if there is any tagging. So in this case it doesn't have any tag, so it will just forward to this switch. This switch again will look for tagging, and it doesn't see any tag. So what it does, it will just simply send it to native VLAN. In this case native VLAN is VLAN 1, but we have a problem here. We have end users connected to this switch, right? We have one PC here, one PC here, just two species, let's say. But since this switch has forwarded this frame to the native VLAN, which is VLAN 1, and we have devices connected to this port F01 which is under VLAN 1, and that is a native VLAN, both of these PCs would get infected with viruses. This is the scenario here. So how we can tackle this? What's the solution? Actually the solution is simple. We can counter this by moving this native VLAN from VLAN 1 to some other dummy VLAN. Let's say I'm going to make VLAN 100, and I'm going to make this VLAN 100 as the native VLAN. That's the first step. Okay, 100 as native VLAN, and then I'm going to create another VLAN 200, let's say 200, and I'm going to move the ports. So all the ports under VLAN 1 right now, I need to move all those ports to this VLAN 200. First create VLAN 100 and make this 100 as native VLAN. Then create VLAN 200 and move all these ports from VLAN 1 to 200. So that's what we are going to do. Let's now see how to tackle this. Let's go to switch. So first we'll create a couple of VLANs, VLAN 100, VLAN 200. Okay, so now we have created those two, VLAN 100 and VLAN 200. Now VLAN 100, as we discussed, we are going to make this VLAN as native VLAN. So how to do it? So I need to say interface FA01 switch port trunk native VLAN. Now we said 100, right? So 100. Do show interface trunk. Now you can see native VLAN is now 100, not 1 anymore. Okay, so it is 100. Now what I will do, let me do show VLAN brief. You can see all these ports, right? All these ports, they are under VLAN 1. They are under VLAN 1. So I'm going to move all these ports to 200. And you will get this native VLAN mismatch. Don't worry about it. Once we configure the other side, it will restore. So we'll see that also. Okay. So what I'll do, I'm gonna move all these ports. Interface range FA02 to 24, G01, G02, switch port mode access. Okay, switch port access VLAN 200. Okay, so what we did, let me try to explain you one more time. We created 100 and 200 VLANs, 100 and 200, and we made VLAN 100 as native VLAN, but we did not assign any ports to that VLAN, but we assigned all the ports to 200, and you will see why we did this way. Okay, let me explain you in just a second. Now we have also moved all the ports. Let's verify that. Do show VLAN brief. Now you can see all the ports here under 200. Okay, all these ports have been moved to VLAN 200. VLAN 100 is still our native VLAN. Nothing under VLAN 1. Okay. So we'll now do the other side also. And this mismatch will go away once we configure this other side. So let's say enable configure terminal VLAN 100, VLAN 200, and I'm going to make this port trunk F01, interface F01, switch port mode trunk. Okay, and then switch port trunk native VLAN 100. Okay, now you can see port consistency restored. As soon as we made VLAN 100 as native VLAN, consistency restored. So no longer we'll see this mismatch message. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to move the ports. So do show VLAN brief. You can see all these ports are under 1. I'm gonna move them to 200. Interface range FA02 to 24, G01, G02. Okay, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 200. Do show VLAN brief. Now you can see all the ports are now under 200. All the ports have been moved under 200. Now let's go back to our scenario. Okay, this guy is connected to hub. Okay, hub. One attacker is connected to this hub. Okay, he now sends the frame to this hub. Hub again will just forward to this switch. Switch will look for tagging. No tagging, it will send it to the next switch. This switch also check for tagging. No tagging found, so it will simply forward to native VLAN. Now our native VLAN is no longer VLAN 1. It is VLAN 100, and not only it's VLAN 100, no ports assigned to this VLAN 100. All the ports have been moved to VLAN 200, but VLAN 200 is not the native VLAN. So this attacking method will not work here because it's not affecting any devices here. It's simply going to VLAN 100 but no devices attached, meaning no ports assigned, right? So it's not affecting any devices. This is the counter method of preventing this kind of attack. So it is a good idea to go ahead and move all the ports assigned from VLAN 1 to some other VLAN and make native VLAN other than VLAN 1, but do not assign any ports. Do not assign any ports to that particular native VLAN, whatever it is. Okay, in this case we just took 100, 200 like that, but you can make any number. You can come up with any number, it's fine. So this is how you would tackle this kind of attack. Hope this helps. This is what native VLAN is. Native VLAN should not be under VLAN 1 and should not be any ports assigned to that particular VLAN. So hopefully you understood this concept. So in the next video we'll see some other concept as well. In the meantime, if you have any questions, you can ask down below. If these videos are helping you, just please give me a thumbs up. Until next video, stay tuned. Thank you and good day.